Hello drama lovers, welcome back to my channel. Breaking news. When Wang Yibo returned to China, fans expected to see his usual calm smile and confident stride. But that day was different. He appeared in a wheelchair, quiet and pale. The crowd froze in disbelief. Then, from across the terminal, someone ran straight toward him. It was Xiao Zhan. And in that single moment, that unexpected embrace, the noise of the airport turned into silence. The air inside the terminal was filled with a strange tension, a mix of excitement and worry. Wang Yibo's flight had just landed, and hundreds of fans gathered with banners and phones in hand. They were ready to welcome their idol home, but what they saw next left them speechless. As the automatic door slid open, Wang Yibo appeared, not walking, not standing tall as usual, but sitting quietly in a wheelchair, pushed slowly by a staff member. His usual effortless grace was replaced by stillness, his eyes hidden behind dark glasses, his mask covering most of his face. Yet even through that small frame, the exhaustion was undeniable. Gasps echoed through the crowd. "Is he hurt?" someone whispered. "What happened to Yibo?" cried another. The videos began spreading online within seconds. Wang Yibo wheelchair trended across Weibo and TikTok in less than an hour. Fans around the world flooded timelines with messages, "Get well soon, Yibo," their hearts breaking over the sight of him looking fragile for the first time in years. For many, it was surreal. This was Wang Yibo, the fearless dancer, the racer who never backed down, the actor who carried himself with quiet power. Seeing him like this felt like seeing a fallen star, beautiful, but bruised by the weight of the world. And yet, through the chaos of flashing lights and screams, Yibo did something deeply human. He smiled. A small, tired, genuine smile to reassure the fans who were already crying behind their masks. No one expected what would happen next. Because at that very moment, while everyone was frozen in disbelief, a familiar figure appeared from the other side of the arrival hall. In a sea of people, one man moved with quiet urgency. Tall, dressed simply in black, wearing a cap low enough to hide his eyes, but fans knew instantly who it was. "Wait, is that Xiao Zhan?" Within seconds, the whispers turned into a collective gasp. Xiao Zhan didn't stop to wave or pose for the cameras. He didn't even look around. He just ran straight toward Wang Yibo. Security tried to hold back the crowd, but the fans could only watch, trembling, recording every heartbeat of that moment. When Xiao Zhan reached him, he didn't say anything. He just knelt slightly beside the wheelchair, his hand gripping Yibo's shoulder, his face filled with worry that words could never express. For a few seconds, time itself seemed to stop. The flashing lights, the screams, the chaos all faded into the background. "Are you okay?" It was barely audible, but fans close enough swore they heard Xiao Zhan's trembling voice. Yibo looked up, surprised, eyes softening. He tried to say something, but before he could, Xiao Zhan pulled him into a gentle hug. The kind of hug that wasn't for the cameras, not for fans or vice, not for drama, but for two people who had once walked through storms together. It was the first time in years they had been seen together publicly. The world knew them as co-stars from The Untamed, as legends who carried an entire generation of C-drama fans. But to those watching now, it wasn't about characters or fame. It was about connection. Fans began crying. Some screamed their names through tears. One voice captured in a fan video whispered, "After all this time, they still care." The image of Xiao Zhan holding Wang Yibo in that crowded airport became an instant symbol of loyalty, friendship, and silent understanding that words could never capture. And yet, the story didn't end there. By the next morning, The internet was on fire. Clips of that airport moment had spread to every platform from Weibo to Instagram, from TikTok to Twitter. The hashtag Xiao Zhan Wang Yibo reunion topped global trends within hours. What moved people wasn't just the reunion itself, but how genuine it felt. No PR statements. No media orchestrations. Just two human beings meeting at a moment when one of them needed warmth. Even those who weren't fans of C-dramas couldn't resist the emotional pull of the footage. People called it the hug that healed the fandom. Others described it as a quiet reminder that kindness never fades. Chinese media outlets replayed the video again and again. Commentators analyzed every gesture, the way Xiao Zhan adjusted Yibo's blanket, how he whispered to him before helping push the wheelchair through the crowd. And perhaps the most touching detail came from a fan standing near the exit. She said she saw Xiao Zhan's eyes shimmering like he was fighting back tears as he whispered, "Let us go home." The word home carried weight. Because for both of them, home wasn't a place. It was the connection they once had, the bond that fans never stopped believing in. That moment reminded everyone that behind fame, behind rumors, behind the flashing cameras, there are still hearts that remember. Hearts that care. And as the car doors closed, the crowd erupted one last time, not in screams, but in applause. It wasn't an idle farewell. It was a thank you for showing humanity in a world that often forgets what it means to feel. That day at the airport wasn't just a reunion between two stars. It was a reminder of why people fell in love with them in the first place. Because long before the fame, before the rumors, before the noise, there were two young men who worked side by side, building something timeless. And in that fleeting moment of silence, surrounded by chaos, we all saw it again. Love, respect, and a kind of care that doesn't fade with time. Wang Yibo's quiet smile. Xiao Zhan's trembling hands. The tears of fans who felt like they were watching healing happen right before their eyes. It was more than viral. It was human. And maybe, just maybe, that's why it touched millions, because deep down, we're all waiting for someone to run to us when we need them most. If this moment stirred something in your heart, don't just scroll away. Share it with someone who reminds you that kindness still exists, that care still matters. Because sometimes,